Hey guys, Rory here from Your Golf Travel. About 48-ish hours ago, I got back from the USA, the Masters Tour and Kiowa Island. And right now it's Bank Holiday Monday and I'm getting ready to go back to the airport because I'm heading this week to South Africa. Now, I did a family holiday in South Africa back in 2015 before I was making videos of my own for the Your Golf Travel channel. And I have to say, it's one of the most breathtaking countries I've been to for a lot of different reasons. And I would say it's definitely one of the best places in the world to go to on a golf holiday. Not only just because of the quality of the courses, which are just unreal, the locations some of these places are as well, just stunning. The food's fantastic, the things you can get up to away from the course are just endless. And it's just a very fascinating place to go to. So yeah, checking out Durban this week. We've got a lot of stuff on the itinerary, got some amazing golf courses, got some amazing things to do away from the golf courses, so definitely stay tuned for the next few days because this trip is probably going to be pretty epic. So in about 2 hours time, I got to the airport nice and early. I'm boarding a flight to Johannesburg with British Airways. I think I'm travelling premium economy this time, so that should be quite a nice treat. 11-hour flight to Johannesburg, and then throughout the week, where I'm being joined by two of the guys from the sales team at Your Golf Travel, two absolutely top guys. Looking forward to spending some time with them. We're going to make our way away from Johannesburg and up towards Durban, which is a new part of South Africa for me. Never seen it, don't know a huge amount about it, so very much looking forward to exploring not only the golf courses there, because there are some absolutely spectacular ones, but lots of amazing sights and sounds away from the fairways as well. I personally have never ever flown anything other than your basic economy. So premium economy with all the extra legroom, fancy food, very nice chicken curry, well done BA, was a very, very lovely treat. And speaking of lovely treats, just checked into my hotel in Johannesburg, the Da Vinci Hotel, and I have to say, it's very, very nice. As you can see, I'm very much in the heart of the city, but as you can see, just looking around, lovely swimming pool. Might have a little dip in there later if there's time, and then views out down towards the rest of the city as well over that way. But this afternoon, instead of spending too much time at this hotel, I've got another hotel to go and check out, just do a bit of a site tour, and then I'm off to Royal Johannesburg and Kensington Golf Club for 9 holes of golf. The weather's not been too great since I landed in Johannesburg, but it's definitely brightened up since I come out of the airport an hour or so ago. So fingers crossed I'll be able to get those 9 holes in, and then later on this evening might be able to head out and explore the local restaurants, because Nelson Mandela Square is literally a 2-minute walk from here, and I've heard the restaurants down there are very good. Just arrived at my first stop this afternoon, the Fairlawns Boutique Hotel, and this place is supposed to be unbelievable. So yeah, let's go and have a look around. despite the fact that the sun is out and it's turned into quite a nice day here in Joburg, unfortunately on the way back from the hotel I just did a site inspection at, I got a phone call from the golf course because of the storms this morning, which have long since gone. Unfortunately the course is now closed for play for the afternoon, so no golf for me today, which is a shame. So I'm just going to have to make use of this lovely hotel instead for the afternoon. The sales guys I mentioned earlier in the video are flying out and they'll be here at Johannesburg Airport tomorrow morning at 6:30 AM, so I'm going to get transferred back to the airport to catch up with them before we set off on our week-long adventure here in South Africa. So as well as doing some editing this afternoon, I think basically what I'll do is I'll fire through what's on the cards for later this week so you guys have an idea of what's coming up. Lots of amazing stuff, both on and off the golf course, and I can't wait to get going. It's just a shame that I couldn't play golf today, but I'm absolutely starving. I'm gonna head down to the restaurant, grab some food, and then come back and get going on this video. Right, so the other day on Twitter I posted a poll that said, what is the most important ingredient that makes a golf course good or great in your eyes? Condition, layout, scenery / location, or other. I only mention this because it ties into one of the things that I think is really important when we're talking about South African golf courses. 52% went with condition, I kind of expected that. And then layout and scenery were both kind of tied in second place, where other hardly got any votes at all. Scenery is the one I want to focus in on because some of the landscapes in South Africa are just ridiculous, and they lend themselves to some of the most spectacular courses imaginable. On my last trip here in 2015, I said I did the garden route around Cape Town and down towards George, and I played the likes of Arabella, Fancourt Links, and the two other resort courses there, both of which, or all three of which, are absolutely breathtaking. And then my favourite golf course in the world as it stands in Pinnacle Point, which is near Mossel Bay, which is just, I think some people might regard that kind of course as a bit Mickey Mousey, but I absolutely loved it. Couldn't stop taking photos from the first green to the 18th tee, and it just sticks in the mind as one of the most brilliantly fun and amazing golf courses I've ever played. So South Africa's landscapes are definitely one of the things that makes this place stand out as not just a golf holiday destination, but a travel destination in general. So if you're into visiting some of the most breathtaking locations on the planet and just happen to stumble across some golf courses situated in those locations, South Africa is definitely the kind of place you need to be looking at. And of course, while we talk about nature and natural landscapes, we can only start thinking about South Africa's famous wildlife as well. Luckily, I think the day after tomorrow, if I look at the itinerary now, yeah, we're doing a game drive at Jock Safari Lodge. So we're going to go and do some safari stuff. I've done one before, and I was lucky enough to tick off a fair few from Africa's famous Big Five. Didn't see a leopard, didn't see any Cape buffalo, but I ticked off the rest. So hopefully we'll get very lucky and we'll see the other two on this occasion. But either way, whenever you do a safari drive, one of the most amazing experiences you can do, and obviously South Africa is hugely famous for that as well. Another part of South Africa, which I'm really looking forward to exploring this week, is the historic side of things. Obviously, South Africa's history isn't exactly on the light-hearted side. In fact, it's quite tumultuous. But when you come into places like South Africa, I think it's very important to pay attention to the historical side of things and the cultural side of things, and visit places like Robben Island, where I went on my first South Africa trip in 2015, which is where Nelson Mandela was held captive for so long. This week, we're going to visit some very famous battle sites, which I can't wait to see. I said some of these places I'm mentioning may not be the most pleasant places to visit, but I think it would be a shame to visit a place like South Africa with such a tumultuous recent history and not pay attention to that crucial part of the country's identity. And on top of all of that, one of my favourite things about this place is the food. I think last time I came here I was eating 2 steaks a day almost, and if it wasn't steak it was some other sort of game meat which I hadn't had before. There's loads of Dutch and French influences on South African cuisine. Wherever I went the last time I was here, the food was unbelievable, and so far today I've had a very, very nice lunch this afternoon. So yeah, probably going to overindulge a little bit too much this week. Those in my mind are reasons why you need to be paying attention to South Africa as a golf holiday destination, certainly if you're looking on that long haul spectrum. And I for one can't wait to get cracking tomorrow. It's 10:30 in the evening now. I'm getting up fairly soon to go back to Johannesburg Airport to meet the guys, as I said, and getting cracking tomorrow with a round at a place where some of you might be familiar, Leopard Creek, which is a host of a European tour event on an annual basis. So looking forward to that. But for now, I'm going to finish this video, and hopefully you guys will tune in for the rest of the week, because we're going to be bringing you some action from some pretty spectacular places. And hopefully these videos might give you some sort of inspiration to start thinking about South Africa as a golf holiday destination in the future. See you soon.